Alright, well, welcome back to the Tsugunohi series. So, this time we are playing chapter 1 of the Tsugunohi series. So, if you remember last time, I played a Tsugunohi series game. That was actually my first exposure to the series, and that was with their newest game, which was Chamber of Secret Name, I believe. And so this time we're going back and playing each game one by one until we are caught up. And so yeah, in this game you play as just a regular male junior high school student, and after a long day of school you're just strolling back home. But shivers. Something isn't right. Maybe someone or something might be stalking you because you suddenly don't feel like you're alone anymore. You suddenly feel like you're being watched or whatever. I don't know I said shivers. Who says that? But yeah, so the general theme of the Tsugunohi series is that the creator is taking just again regular day occurrences and just adding a little bit of pizzazz, adding a little bit of horror into the situation. So in this case, it's just walking back home after school. And so yeah, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get started with the very first chapter of the Tsugunohi series. Oof, that's a tough intro. Alright, same thing as before. Alright. Oh, don't move him? Oh, no. Oh, I do, okay. It just tossed me in the game. Oh man, I'm hungry. Better get home. So from what I understand, the last game that I played, which was Chamber of Phantom Name, was one of those few games that was one of the few Tsugunohi games that really lasted a long time. Because generally Tsugunohi games are apparently 15 to 30 minutes long. So don't expect a very long video of this. I mean, you could probably already tell from the video length. And honestly, half of the time, the next day, half of the time when I play any game, like a third of the time is just dedicated to my dumb intros and outros. So it's, it do be like that. Ugh, I feel kind of sluggish. I wonder if it's a cold. Oh, before you walk through that, I'm willing to bet that there's a figure clinging onto him from his back. That's my prediction. Oh. Why? That was such a good opportunity to have that. Would have been such a good opportunity. Oh, the face is getting closer. Oh yeah, I don't like that. Shimpasa. Hey, can you? Okay, I guess I just have to walk through that. And of course, Tsugunohi just means the day after, so tomorrow, basically. That's basically what the translation means. Hence why there's so many time skips, because it feels like a normal, everyday situation, but slowly it spirals off control, right? That's the reason behind the name. Oh, my head sort of hurts. Hey, don't say that when you're approaching a girl. That's not very nice of you. Now do we get the thing clinging on your shoulder? Nope. Flick, flop, flick, up. Don't you, huh? That's strange. I swear there's a gate there. Oh. He's not gonna comment on that? You might, sure. Don't tell me we're gonna get zoom in on that. Tsugunohi, the next day. I'm surprised he's still so calm after this. Shoulders feel heavy. There it is. There it is. I was waiting for that. It took you long enough. Jeez. Because I think the idea of like a ghost or a spirit clinging onto you, the idea of a ghost or spirit clinging onto you is not necessarily like a new idea from the Tsugunohi series. It's been the idea that's been explored in the Hex Day. There it is. It's been an idea that's been explored in a lot of other Japanese horror games. Not horror games, but horror movies. I'm trying to think of which one. But there's been a couple where it's like, oh man, I feel so sluggish and I feel so heavy. And it's like, oh, they look in the mirror and there's just something there, right? So I'm really not surprised that that was something that happened, hence why I was able to predict it. I love the amount of faces there. If you think about it, if it's a graffiti, it becomes a lot funnier, because then it's like someone painted this kid's face all over the place. God. Oh. I assume that just means he got dragged into the dark, that might, I almost said alleyway, but alleyway, yeah. But yeah, that was the very first chapter of Tsugunohi. You can definitely tell that this is the first game, because compared to our latest experience, which was Chamber of Phantom Name, you can definitely tell that there's a big difference in terms of quality. And in terms of, I would say, in terms of build-up, right? This one still may use a couple of like jump scares, I would say. But yeah, this game does still use a lot of jump scares, whereas if you take a look at how horror is approached in Chamber of Phantom Name, if you take a look at the different approaches, the latest game does not really make use of jump scares, right? It does make use of disturbing imagery, but I would say that makes a lot better use of just that gnawing atmospheric horror a lot better, versus here it does have that like in hints, but also it also has the jump scares, right? So you can definitely tell the evolution of the works. You can also tell just from art and whatnot, just the quality, general quality of it. The art style does remain the same, but you can tell that there are tweaks here and there that make it so that the newest game does look cleaner, right? And besides that, yeah, that was Tsugunohi. There was honestly a couple of routes that they could have gone with the theme of like a person walking home and all that stuff. The most common one that I think a lot of people would have assumed would be like the slit mouth woman. I don't remember what her Japanese name was, but I think that's a really common thing that could have been added in. But I imagine the creator didn't want to go like the obvious route, hence why they decided to go with this. Which is fine, right? I like it's all right. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up for my playthrough of Chapter 1 of Tsugunohi. Obviously, again, very short game, but that's fine, right? It's really interesting to sort of play the latest game and then go back to play like some of their oldest games and just sort of see how they sort of developed. It's really interesting, I think. Now, obviously, because this is a shorter game, it's a lot harder to sort of build up that tension and atmosphere versus in Chamber of Phantom Name. It was actually a lot easier to do that because of just the length of the game. But still, yeah. I'm starting to realize that I'm Cyan has a very good, sort of knack for making like disturbing faces, I would say. I would say that that's their specialty right now with their brand of with their series. But yeah, that wraps it up for Chapter 1 of Tsugunohi. We'll be back with Chapter 2 shortly after, and yeah, hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening depending on when and where you are, and see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you, and take care. Bye.